How to properly pin a butterfly. You need water, clean Tupperware, paper towels, wax or parchment paper, tweezers. I'm using the needle nose type, but any kind do. A syringe if you want to be quick and efficient. Pens. I'm using sewing pins, but etymology pins normally do the trick. A board to pin your butterfly on. And last but not least, obviously your specimen. Starting off with your clean Tupperware, you're going to pour some water into it. I would recommend using either lukewarm water to hot water. You're going to then place some paper towels in there just to cover the bottom. This is going to make a chamber for the butterfly, and we're going to put this off to the side. We're then going to take our butterfly and we're going to inject it with said water. Once your syringe is full, just make sure there's no air bubbles in it. We're gonna gently inject this into the butterfly. We're gonna stick it in the abdomen. You have to do this process very slowly, and you'll know when it's ready whenever water starts spewing out of the body. Once you're done with that, I like to place it in the hydration chamber. I do not like the butterfly touching the wet paper towels, so I like to put some sort of barrier in between. And then we're gonna let it sit for a few hours. Okay, once the butterfly is fully hydrated, you should be able to move the wings and limbs of the butterfly without them breaking. When it's ready, you're gonna put a pin through the abdomen so you can pin it onto the board and start working on the actual pinning part. Putting the butterfly in the gap, you want to make sure that the butterfly hovers a little bit over the hole, just so the wings lay naturally and don't bend at the crease of the hole. I'm putting some extra pins around the abdomen to prevent the abdomen from spinning so I can lay the wings straight. When I'm first starting, I like to pin one side of the wings down just to get them out of the way. Makes things a little easier for me. So starting with the left wing, I'm going to place the parchment paper on top and pin around the hind wing just so I can work with the forewing on the left side. For the forewing, grabbing the top vein is the best decision. Grabbing the top vein can prevent tearing and just any sort of breakage in the wing, which we want to prevent as much as possible. Placing the pins, you want to make sure the pins have as much tension as possible on the parchment paper so the wings lay flat. For the hind wing, you want to grab towards the abdomen. That's where most of the veins are. Grabbing on the edge of the hind wings they tear very easily there. Okay, and we're just going to repeat the same thing on the right side. last thing I like to do is pin the antennas to separate them, just for aesthetical purposes. Besides that, the hard part's done. Before framing, you have to let it dry. I would recommend waiting 5 to 7 days before unpinning the whole butterfly.